Alright, we are recording. Who would like to recap what we did last week?
We traveled from Troyes, or we were already no, we finished our journey to Longres. We gave the city a wide berth. Um, we almost made friends out of the caravan driver. Then we got to the cliff, or we got to the woods. We split up. The dwarf bros were going into the woods. Meanwhile, the elves and the unfortunate orc that had to deal with them went over to the cliff. Had a harrowing adventure, nearly died, but retrieved a foot or so of the stinging weed.
Mm-hmm.
You also gave ominous suggestions that the dwarves might run into some hairy situations.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well,
And Leo has a lot of blood of other people.
yeah.
So yes, the elves and the orc took several hours to make the rope to get down the chasm. While they are doing that, both Ernest and Grimulf head off into the woods to look for the spring thimbleberry. Would either of you like to look around and make checks or anything?
Yeah,
Sure.
All right.
I would like to try to find stuff. That sounds good to me. Is that intelligence, nature lore, natural lore?
Yes.
Natural lore. There you are. Oh yeah.
Wow.
Look at that.
Wow.
I got a 14 though, so
Yep. You recall where the healer woman told you to look, and you head deeper into the woods, keeping an eye out for the plant. And after probably about 40 minutes of walking, you find yourself in a dense section of woods.
We get a cool map.
we get a cool map.
So you guys are in the upper left-hand corner. Ernest
Good.
and Grimulf. And you, yeah, that's where you are. What would you like to do?
So have we found the plant yet?
No, but you have found yourself on a very, very narrow trail that leads through a very dense portion of this forest.
Okay, so I guess we're going to continue down the trail, keeping in mind of where to look for the actual plant.
Okay.
What was the name of the thing in question?
Spring thimbleberry.
Thimbleberry. Okay. Grimulf is, as he's looking, he obviously doesn't see what he's looking for, but he is just going to grab just random things and kind of hold them up to Ernest, and then kind of like with like a shrug, like, should I eat it?
I'm going to take it and probably wrinkle my nose at it. And if I know that it's dangerous to eat, I will shake my head no. And if I'm not sure, I'll just look at him and shrug as well.
Okay.
Basically, I want any excuse to make a tasting check.
I'm going to tell him to go for it.
First off, make a nature check as to what he's holding in front of you. You're like, it might be okay.
I'm going to tell him I've heard those are delicious when properly cooked with butter and salt.
Shit.
All right.
Make that tasting check.
Oh, look at that.
Okay. So you pop what looks like a berry in your mouth. Not a berry.
Okay.
It has a very earthy taste to it, and it's a little mushy.
So not very pleasant then.
No.
Okay. Grimolf is just going to just spit that right on the ground to his feet, and just shake his head at Ernest.
I told you, butter and salt. Butter and salt.
Alright. What are you guys gonna do?
Continue down the path, I guess.
Yeah, I can continue eastward.
You want to make another tasting check every so often?
Yeah, just for the hell of it.
Hold on, let me make sure that you're not going to eat something that's going to kill you. Oh, wow.
No, it looks great.
It looks great.
You pluck a green berry off of a bush. Hold it up to Ernest, and Ernest's like, yeah, no, cool. Pop it in your mouth. It is vile and bitter.
Okay. I'm going to suggest to Ernest that these would make a great addition to his flask.
I'm going to raise my eye, and I'm going to motion over for a couple or for one.
Okay.
And I'm gonna take this opportunity to make a perception tasting check as well.
All right. Let me get back to the thing. It is vile and bitter.
I'm gonna spit it out and give Grumwolf just a death glare, and then wash out my mouth with whatever's left in my flask.
It's like children, man. Okay.
But we're basically probably just gonna continue going down this path until.
All right. So as you round a dense portion of trees,
Hold on, let Grumwolf move. Grumwolf, you're yeah, there you go.
you see ahead of you a clearing with a small-ish pool of water.
What is that?
What is what?
This thing.
That brown thing?
Yes.
It's a tree. You can't see it from where you're at.
Oh.
There's a tree in the way. But for when you do get up there to see it, it's a tree stump.
Okay.
Just kind of cautiously approach.
Okay. Right. You, as you get closer, see some bushes lining this small pool that make a nature check.
Boop, 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 boop. Natural lore.
Yeah. Even though Grimwolf has never seen it, he did listen to the description, so he has a big idea that this might be the plant you're looking for. Ernest is like, hey, that's it. That's exactly what the old lady described.
Do I know if these are tasty from my natural lore check?
You do not.
So I don't know anything about their edibility. Are they edible?
I mean, you're assuming so since they're going to go into a potion.
Darn. So I don't know if they're extremely bitter until mixed into the witch's magic potion?
Well, you don't know anything about them because you probably never had them.
Okay. Darn. Oh well, I suggest to Grimwolf that he should try one anyway, just to make sure that they're what we need.
Okay. And it's just gonna grab some off of the branch or whatever they happen to be growing on.
It's a bush. Do you walk up to the closest plant, pick some off and try it, and move your token? They aren't real sweet, but they're not bitter either. They're pretty bland. They're very juicy though. It's like eating a non-sweet watermelon almost, as far as flavor goes.
Well, Ernest, they're not bad.
After seeing that he didn't keel over and die, I'm going to take one and give it a taste.
You taste the same thing he did.
I'm going to give a nod and said, yep, they're not good either.
How many of these things are we supposed to gather?
Enough. I think I have a jar or something in my inventory.
Alright.
Bell pouch. Oh, I have a glass bottle. I'm gonna fill up as many as I can in that glass bottle.
Alright. Make a perception seeing check.
Perception.
Both of us?
If you're picking, yes.
Okay.
Okay. You guys work your way through the bushes. And Ernest explains to Grimwolf what to look for and what might be a ripe berry. Ernest does okay to make sure he gets berries that are actually ripe and not underripe or overripe. Grimwolf was like, pluck, 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 just throw them all in the jar. And as you are plucking away at these berries, make a perception hearing.
Alright, big money.
Alright, both of you, to the north, hear a rustling in the bushes, in the trees.
Is it from this around the corner, or is it farther up, where we came from the path?
It's from, like, right up in here.
Can I try to take a gander and see what's going on?
You can, yes.
Elliot.
It is hard to see through the undergrowth, but you do see the undergrowth is moving.
I'm going to take a step behind Grimwolf and tap him on the shoulder. Oh, I think at this point he's seen it too. But I'm going to take a step behind him and just sort of give him a nod over to the moving underbrush.
Alright,
Okay.
as you do, you see a very large boar
Troll Boar.
make its way out of the underbrush and slowly head towards your direction.
Ernest, do not move.
Those are some demonic looking eyes.
Is trolling.
Does it
And-
only sense motion?
Nope. It sees you as it steps out of that small clearing and snorts and, like, paws at the ground like it's going to charge, and then it does.
Can I prepare an action beforehand?
Nope.
Oh.
You get to roll initiative, though.
Boop. boop, boop. Where is... Boop.
I knew I should have never went with the elves.
God damn.
But you made rope with the elves. I mean, come on.
You're such a weenie.
Dexterity, initiative.
Actually,
Womp
had you not gone with the elves, they'd have had a harder time. Hey, look, you guys rolled in order. Sweet.
Less work for you.
Okay. So he is definitely coming at us, right?
Oh yeah, you are
Okay.
apparently in its favorite watering hole, and he ain't having none of that shit.
Gotcha. Okay. So we are going to step in the path of the boar to protect Ernest. And we are going to take a swing with Vera.
Alright.
Fuck me.
16.
I still got a 16.
16 does hit.
16 bad?
Apparently a 16 is horrible.
I think the red box, I think, pops up first before the number.
Yeah.
I see.
Oh, yeah. Makes sense. Alright, so, Vera, your battle axe, cuts in deep, in its, like, front shoulder, and it lets loose a loud roar. Well, whatever sound a boar would make. Roar of pain.
Squeal.
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 Yeah, there you go.
Yep. And it continues charging directly at you. And it lowers its head and tries to gore you with its tusks. 17 to hit
17 hits.
Oof.
for 12 damage.
And that's less my 4 armor.
Yep.
Alright.
And then, let's see here. Where is my talents? Nope, I have it on our background. It takes a moment. After it strikes you, you watch as the wound you created begins to slowly close.
Super.
Ernest!
Are attack rolls considered ability checks?
Yes. Because you're technically using whatever ability
Okay.
for that attack.
I'm going to attempt to cast, seeing sort of this thing sort of rush out and then the wound close over. Or the wound close over. I'm going to attempt to cast Puppets of Fate.
Okay.
Big money.
Alright.
And I believe I can use this 3 times.
Yep, because that was your
Stunt die.
stunt die.
Alrighty, let me get my D6 out. 3 times. And that is my... I don't think I could do anything meaningful with the major or with the bonus action here.
Let's see here.
Oh,
Do a red
I did
dot.
not do.
3. Okay. Anything else from Ernest?
Nope. I don't think... Yeah, there's nothing much that I can do.
Alright. Grimwolf.
When picking said berries, did we get a chance to look at that pool?
No, you guys didn't really focus too much on the pool.
Because I have an idea.
Okay.
Is there any way I could sort of grapple and bear hug that thing and somehow wrestle it into the water and drown its ass?
Dang.
Or how big is it, actually? What I should say.
It's larger than you are.
Everything's larger than Grimwolf.
It is considered a large creature.
Okay. So then I'm just going to chop it in the face again.
Okay.
Is it bear sized?
Yeah.
So if we can get it towards the pool, we might be able to do that. But I don't know if you'll be able to carry it towards the pool.
All right. 21 definitely hits.
But you know,
I did stunt on that one.
yeah, move it into the pool with your skirmish.
Yeah. What do you want to do with your stunt?
Oh shit! I can cause some serious damage, or I can move him.
I mean, you can move him into the pool, and hopefully if you move him into the pool, his turn's going to come around before me, and I'm going to get gored. But I'll take it like a champ. It's up to you if you want to do damage or move him into the pool. I have three of my dice, which means we have some leeway if you want to try to grapple and drown him.
You know what? I do like the idea of drowning it.
All right,
Okay.
let's try it.
I'm going to use my skirmish and move them 2 yards towards the pool.
Okay. Let me pull something up here right quick. Because I also need the stunt information.
I think you have this still in your feet instead of you. Is this one unit?
Oh yeah, hold on, let me fix that. Let me fix that. Okay. So yeah, 1 unit will be a yard. Nope. Still incorrect. Stupid thing. Yeah, so you can get him to the edge of the pool.
Okay, I'll do that.
Alright. So you're gonna do skirmish.
You still have stun points though, don't you?
Yeah, you would still
I thought
have...
it was one and done.
No, you still have 4 stun points.
Yeah, you spend it from the bank that you get.
Oh, okay, cool.
So you can move him into the pool if you spent more than 1 stunt point, or you can use your remaining 4 stunt points to... actually, you can Mighty Blow off of that, or do whatever you want.
Yeah, I'm going to just add the extra damage with a Mighty Blow.
So that's 3. You still have 2 left.
Alright, do your extra damage real quick.
Son of a bitch.
You could pierce armor with the attack as well, so that whatever natural armor it might have is halved.
Um,
I think that's all you can meaningfully do.
I don't
Unless
think
you
the
want the
Pierce
defense.
Armor is going to do anything for him because he's already hit it, so.
yeah. I'm going to defensive stance, actually.
Okay. So you do, let's see here, 7. So in your attack, you swing Vera around. You like do a backhand swing with Vera, and hook its tusks with your axe, and force it around this way. Right there.
And I will hope that Ernest lays down, picks up what I'm laying down.
All right.
Yeah, if he doesn't get gored first.
This brings us around to the boar. The boar is not happy. The boar is not too intelligent. But the boar knows a weak target when he sees it.
Wow, thanks, Tanya.
You're so welcome. You're the one that said, hey, do this.
Oh, dude.
Hoping ahead.
Yep. I'm gonna take that one like a champ.
15 damage? Oh god.
And let's see here. Let me just. Again, you see the wound begin to slowly close up.
Alright, I'm going to proverbially get the hell out of Dodge. I'm gonna move behind Grimwolf, and then I'm going to blast it.
Alright.
Pew pew!
13 does hit. But why didn't you use the one that's in your inventory for an attack?
Oh. Oops. Alright, hold on, let me do this.
Because I think we added it to your inventory as an actual attack. There you
Okay.
go. There you go. No stunt. 9
No
points of
stunt.
damage. Okay. Anything else from Ernest?
Nope.
Alright, Grimwolf.
All right. We're gonna Vera again. Is that 5 stun points again?
5 stun
It is
points again.
5 stun points.
Okay. So, skirmish to get him into the water.
Okay.
Knocking prone, would that then send them under the water?
You don't know how deep the water is.
Okay, we're going to try that anyway. And then, what was I doing for damage? I am going to pierce armor on that attack, which should lower its defense, so it does more damage.
For that attack.
For that attack, yes.
It lowers its defense, not its armor class.
So that is...
Wait.
Oh, shit. Okay, never mind. Okay, I was reading that backwards. We'll Mighty Blow it again, I guess.
I think, yeah, Pierce Armor is you find a chink in the enemy army, the target's armor class is halved versus this attack.
Yeah, I was thinking defense was lowered, so more damage got through, but...
I thought defense was how hard you were to hit, and armor was how much damage reduction you got.
Yeah. Okay, so... No, yeah, the target's armor rating is...
Yeah, armor rating, yeah, that's what we want.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, yes, we're gonna... skirmish, pierce armor, and...
Prone.
And prone.
Alright. So let's go ahead and do the damage real quick. 10... Alright. Skirmish, you move it, let me move it, to here. And you knock it prone. When you knock it prone, after flinging it into the water, the water goes up to about its neck.
That's
Okay.
good news. You can drown it in that.
And I think he's gonna make us feel every little bit of that when we drown him.
Are you gonna do anything else?
I think you can move 5 feet closer to it.
Yeah, I want to... Yeah, 5 feet closer. And I am going to... shit, what the hell is that called? Guard up ability. Or action, rather.
Is that a full action?
That is a minor action.
Okay.
To add +2 to my defense until the end of this round.
Alright.
Oh, you can minor or guard up as a minor action?
Yes, it is.
Oh man, that's gonna be my default minor action.
Let's see here. Minor action. Yep.
Neat.
Oh, hold on. Actually, moving is a minor action.
Oh, okay. Alright then, I'll just move then.
Apparently moving is not an action all of its own. Well, boo. Alright. So you move closer to it, which brings us back around to the boar. It is going to stand up, which uses its minor action. Yep. It's going to stand up, and it is going to gore at you, Grimwolf. It's going to use its tusks. 14 to hit.
14 hits.
No stunt. Alright, brings us around to Ernest.
Alrighty. I think I know what I'm gonna do. Okay. I'm going to aim and blast the thing. So I get a +1, right?
Yeah. 11 just
12.
does
Yeah,
hit.
11.
Just hits.
Alrighty. Any stunts out of that? Nope. 8 damage.
Alright. Anything else?
Minor action. Oh, nope. I took minor action to aim. So, yep, that's it.
Okay. Grimwolf.
Okay. I'm going to toss my battle axe aside.
Okay.
Yell to Ernest, watch Vera for me. And can I jump onto the back of the boar?
Yes, you can.
Is there a roll or anything for that?
Is that
Yes, there is.
is that technically just a grapple check with flavor?
So, to jump onto it is going to be a strength check, jumping.
Strength check, jumping. Oh no. 9.
Let me double check here. No. I would say this is an average check, which is a DC or TN of 11.
Okay.
So you go to leap onto the boar's back. You like grab one tusk and try to do the whole cowboy jump up on a horse.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't happen, and you end up here.
Okay. And I'm going to punch the boar in the face.
Okay.
So barbaric.
Alright.
That hits for 8 damage.
Warning and consequence.
Yeah. That's what he called it when y'all were dealing with Martin. Alright, that is it for Grimwolf. That brings us back around to the boar. It is going to turn towards you. And gore. 12 to hit.
That hits.
And I got 3 stun points. I'm a little excited about that.
I'm not.
Let's see here. What are his favored stunts? Okay, well that's not gonna matter because he didn't charge you. And there isn't anybody else near him, so he's gonna do a lightning attack. He's gonna attack you again. Gonna make you feel it in the morning.
Hey, guess what? He gets to reroll that.
Okay.
Are you doing the stunt lightning attack?
Yeah.
That's just a ranged weapon.
Nope.
Oh, you must have a loaded. You have to have a loaded weapon in order to make a ranged attack.
Okay. Gotcha.
I just can't get more stunt points off of it.
Okay. So I'm going with the 12 to hit.
Yep.
That hits.
All right. At least it's less damage.
I'm not looking too good.
No, you're not. No, you're not. But the boar isn't looking so great either. Ernest.
I'm gonna come down here.
Oh.
What?
He did not stand up this round.
Wait, what?
Wounds! Heal! Alright. He stood up last round.
I'm going to. Thank goodness, I have 6 stun points. I'm going to spend 3, or I'm going to spend up to 3 magic points. So I'm going to spend 3 in order to heal an extra 2d6.
Okay.
I think it rolled 2d6 there. I'm going to roll an extra d6.
It did roll 2d6. So you use 2 mana points for that to roll the 2d6.
Yes, this is the third one. So that's 14 health.
Okay. Appreciates it.
With my 6 stunt points, I'm going to cast Fast Casting. So let me remove 3 from my pool. I am now going to cast Healing Touch again at 2 magic.
Okay.
Oh.
Wah, wah.
And then I believe I have stunt points left. I have 2 stunt points left. And I'm going to reduce
Wait,
the.
didn't you use powerful casting?
No, I used fast casting.
Cast.
Okay.
And then with the last 2, I'm going to use skillful casting in order to reduce the spell cost by 1.
Okay.
So, 1 for that.
Alrighty. And anything else?
Nope.
That's right, because you moved. Alright. Grimwolf.
Okay. I am going to. I am going to guard up for the +2, just in case. 11 to hit.
11 does hit. Okay. So you've done your whole shebang.
That's
Brings
it.
us around to the boar. The boar is going to gore you because the boar doesn't like you.
I thought we were going to drown this thing.
You have
We're trying to.
violated the boar's pool. 16 to hit.
16 hits.
For 14 damage.
Where did he drop his axe? And can he reach it?
He dropped it like up here. Alright, that brings us around to Ernest.
I'm telling you, bro, this isn't working.
See if you can fetch me Vera. I'll pull them off.
If I move and grab it, that's going to be an action, right?
Movement is your minor action.
Right. And then grabbing it, is that going to be a major action?
Because you're picking it up off the ground, I will say yes. If you already had it in your hand, you could hand it to him as a free action.
Okay, that was my second question. If I move back with the item in my hand, is it a major or minor action to give it to him?
Well, you can't. You move and then you do something and you can't do anything else. You can't break up your movement.
Right. But if I could basically my idea here is I'm going to cast Healing Touch on him, move to the item. Next turn, I'm going to pick it up, move back, and then hand it to him as a free action. Is that possible?
Yes, you can do that.
Okay. I'm going to cast Healing Touch again at 3 points. That is only 2d6. I don't know. Oh, it's because I have to close down my sheet.
No, you just have to wait several seconds.
Okay. Well, there's a third d6. Did I get any stunt on that? I did not. That's 12 health back. I'm going to move up to where you said the axe was.
Yep.
And pick it up. Oh, I can't yet. Sorry. I'm going to move to where the axe was.
Okay. All right. Grimmelf.
Okay. I'm going to yell at the boar. Why aren't you cooperating? And punch him in the face again. This time, I am going to aim first for the +1.
Okay.
Just, 13 to hit.
Yep.
With
13 hits. 3 stunt points.
Stunts. Combat stunts. And I'm going to do a lightning attack using up those 3 stunts.
Okay.
Uh, 12 again.
Yeah, that hits.
For
Alright.
6. Yep.
And that is it. The Troll Boar is going to gore you again.
I have a
13 to hit.
sneaking suspicion that its healing ability is a minor action.
13 to strike Grimmelf.
From being guarded up previously to the end of the round.
Yeah.
Shit. So do I still have that?
Up until Ernest goes.
All right. Then.
Wait. You guarded up just on your last turn, right?
Yeah, he did. And then he used a minor to guard, and then an action to hit, stunted, and then hit again.
Yeah, so you're guarded up until Ernest goes. Up until your turn again.
Okay.
Since you're at the top of the round.
I think I aimed, actually. I didn't guard.
Oh, you aimed. That's
Oh,
I
yeah,
guarded
then
previously.
no, your guard up is gone.
The guard is down. Okay. That does hit.
Okay. All right. And
God damn.
Ernest.
I'm going to pick up the axe. I'm going to move into range. I'm going to give it to Grimulf and say, have at it. Get us some ribs.
Okay, I'll give it a try.
So if it's up to its head, is it not more difficult for it to fight in there?
It's not really moving.
I suppose that's true.
It's just swinging its head at you. And it was up to its head when it was prone.
Ah,
It's not prone anymore.
I gotcha.
Alright, so
Alrighty.
you moved, gave him the axe. That is it. Well, yeah, I'm gonna say the axe. Giving him the axe because it was
Well,
already
I
in your
picked
hand.
up the axe.
Okay, that's right.
I picked up the axe, moved, and then gave it to him as a free action.
Yeah. Alright, Grimoff.
Okay. We're gonna swing away with Vera.
16.
Not liking that, but I'll take it.
16 hits.
And then I'm going to guard up as my minor
Alright,
for 2 points.
alright. Brings us around to the Troll Boar. It's gonna gore you. I mean, that's what it does.
Miss.
Nice.
4 stun points, though. So it is going to lightning attack. And try again.
Hits.
Alright.
Alright, I'm gonna shoot it. I'm gonna aim and shoot.
Okay. $11 hits. For 4 points. Alright. Anything else?
Nope.
Grimoff.
Alright, gonna swing away.
You guys are gonna be at this forever.
Yep.
13 hits, but you get 5 stunts.
Thank Christ. Alright. No more dicking around. We're gonna lethal blow this. I think would be the best bet.
Yeah.
So 2d6 more damage.
Yeah. Come on, 12. I'll take it.
Yep.
Alright.
And then I'm gonna guard up.
Okay. Boar comes back around, tries to gore you.
Miss.
Okay.
Shit. Damn that healing.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna aim and shoot.
So I'm gonna give you a little advice. Ernest said, I think it's a minor action for his healing. If you can do something to take his minor action away, like he has to stand up,
Yeah.
He can't heal.
he can't heal.
But we need stunt points for that.
I think you can do something to knock somebody prone without stunt points.
Well, Grimoff might be able to do that.
Well, yeah, I mean.
I ain't getting in there.
Let
Well, I suppose I could.
me double check.
But I think that's going to be a strength roll.
Yeah, it's gonna be a brawling roll, maybe?
I'd have a decent chance at that.
Let me double check.
I don't see anything about stopping a minor action.
You're not stopping a minor action, you're making him do something else for his minor action.
Oh.
Because standing up is a movement, which is a minor action.
He takes 9 damage in the meantime.
Let's see here. Indeed he does. Let's see. What can you do? Yeah, I'm gonna say a brawling check to grapple him
Okay.
would be
Brawling,
that's under
brawling or might?
accuracy. Or might, yeah, if you basically just want to shove his face under the water and hold it there, it's gonna be a might check.
You want to try that? Or you just want to beat the shit out of it with a
I
But
do want to try that.
It's gonna be opposed might checks because it's gonna try and keep its head above water.
Yeah, don't worry. I have two things of my puppets up, so we have a small chance. We do have a chance of success. I'm hoping Han
Which
Solo never tell me the odds.
Which does bring us around to Grimulf.
Okay. I am going to try and grapple, I suppose, its tusks to force its head underwater.
So you can grab its tusks. All right.
And using all of my dwarven 242 pounds, I am just trying to just force his head downwards.
Just make me a brawling check to see if you can beat its defense.
Brawling. Where is brawling?
Under accuracy.
That's right, under accuracy.
Wait, so he has to beat his defense and then beat his opposed might?
Yeah. Just to see if he can grab it.
It's not looking good.
Ah, jeez. Does your fate thing not work in his favor too?
No, it's only successful ability checks used by the other people. I have a different spell that allows me to buff friendly things. I just haven't casted it yet because I'm worried about healing him.
Gotcha. Alright. No, you are unable to grasp his tusks.
Okay, and then for the minor, I will defense up.
Okay. Boar is going to come back around. It looks at you a little weird because you didn't do anything. But it's still going to gore you.
Oh,
It's gonna re-roll that.
Alright, that hits.
Still going to gore you and get 6 stun points.
Oh, good God. So that's -4 is -7.
It is going to do one of its favorite. No, I can't do its favorite stunt because it's just going to. Well, it's going to do a form of its favored stunt. It didn't charge you, but it's going to knock your ass prone.
Okay.
And come on.
Oh, shit.
Ernest.
Alright, it's time to do the healing. Please tell me I stunted. I did not. Oh, you get 13 health points back.
How many magic points do you have left?
I just used 3. I have 7.
Okay.
Oops. I just turned it to 3 instead of 7. Minor actions. I'm going to... I'm down to 1 use on that, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
So if I prepare an action, is that because as a minor you can prepare? Oh, at any time until your next turn. So if I use a minor action, prepare an action, do I have to basically postpone my action? Is that what's happening? Or do I say I'm going to prepare? If the boar attacks, I'm going to cast another spell and just sort of basically double the amount of actions I can take during it.
No. So prepare is like holding your move in the 5th edition, from what I'm reading. You can pick a major action to prepare to execute and then end your turn. Anytime until your next turn, you can interrupt another character to take your prepared action.
Okay, so it's basically okay. All right. Well, there's nothing else. Well, I guess I'll guard up at the off chance, but other than that, there's nothing else I can do.
In the off chance that the Troll Boar gores Grimulf to death.
Yeah.
Grimulf, you are prone. What shall you do?
Okay, I'm going to use my minor to stand up, I guess.
You ready?
Are we still going to try the brawling thing to get him grappled?
Well, you can. At this point, though, I've only got one left, which means I don't think we're going to be able to drown it.
Mhm.
Like, its natural ability to recharge its health is probably going to outdo the amount of times it's going to take you to drown it with actions. So I suggest we drown it in blades.
Gotcha. Okay.
If it didn't have a natural regeneration, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But at this point, I think, unfortunately, if we try to be creative, we might lose and die.
Alright, 15 does hit. Anything else from Golf?
Nope, that's all I can do.
Okay. Troll Boar. 16 to hit.
16 hits.
5
It is
stunts.
going to reroll that.
It is gonna reroll it? Alright.
Is rough. Alright, well, that's that.
17 to hit, 5 stun points. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh, shit, fuck. It is going to threaten. It's gonna threaten Grimulf.
Okay, so what do I have to roll on that?
You have to roll willpower self-discipline.
Okay, that doesn't sound very good.
Against a
Willpower.
strength intimidation.
Oh, shit.
Oh, it's not that bad. Oh, pfft. What?
That was going to happen anyway. I have to attack you.
I think the taunt and the threaten, if you win, is backwards. I would think if I taunted you, it would force you to attack me, but if I intimidate the crap out of you, it would give you a -1 penalty on your attack. Whatever. Ernest. I'm not gonna heal the fucking thing right now.
Alrighty. 3 points. You get 12 health back. Did I stunt? I did not.
You're out of mana points too, aren't you? Real close?
I got 4 left.
Okay.
I'll guard up.
Alright. Grimwolf.
Alright. I am compelled to attack him.
Yes, you are. The power of the boar compels you.
12 to hit.
That does hit.
I didn't stunt, so I'm going to guard up.
Alright. Man, you guys. It's gonna gore you.
Miss.
4 stun points, though.
God damn it, Tanya.
It's gonna take on a defensive stance. Ernest.
Alrighty. I guess I'm gonna shoot it. I'm gonna aim and fire. Pew pew. Oh, yay. I get 5 stun points.
Knock it prone, for the love of God. Knock it prone.
I don't think I can knock it prone with a spell.
No. Anything to just do insane damage.
Yeah, I think that's probably, I think that's probably what's gonna happen. Tanya, is this spell stunts or is this combat stunts with
This is
the
spell
arcane
stunts.
blast? Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna do the extra 2d6.
Technically a spell, yeah.
I
So
didn't
you're
know
gonna
how
use
that was
Mighty
classified.
Spell twice. Gotcha.
Or no, lethal blow or lethal spell.
Oh,
Wait, can I just use Mighty Spell twice for 4 instead of doing lethal spell for 1? Because that seems. Oh, lethal spell does all the targets, but that still seems odd.
Alternatively, all targets can take.
ah. Okay, yeah, you can do Lethal Spell because it's the same thing as doing Mighty Spell twice.
I don't know if you can take 2 the same.
Oh, yeah.
Because then
Yeah.
you could just do 2 mighty blows and get a lethal blow for 4 stun points instead of 5 stun points.
Yeah. Okay, so just roll your extra 2d6.
Alright. Woo!
Big
Nice.
money.
Have at thee, cur!
Alrighty.
Okay.
Grimwolf.
Grimulf is getting increasingly pissed off and is
I can
swinging
imagine.
with reckless abandon.
That'll
Hey,
hit.
there's gotta be stuns in there. Oh, god damn it.
Not much damage.
There are no stunts. No stunts whatsoever. What else is Grimwolf gonna do?
No stuns, so I'm guarding up.
Alright. Brings us back around to the boar. Boar is gonna gore the out of you. 14 to hit.
Yeah, AC is now 13. Okay.
For 15 damage minus that, and it's gonna remember like, oh god, I'm hurt.
Well, that's not bad. That's not bad.
All right, Ernest. And we now have the name of the episode.
All right, Grimwolf, how you doing? Can you take another hit like that?
I could take another hit like that, but not much more after that.
All right, we're gonna push it home. I'm gonna aim and fire. Please.
Oh, dude.
Triple
Oh,
six.
dude. What stunt are you going to use?
Well, I mean, there's not much impressive that I can do, other than
Lethal blow just to pump up the damage.
yeah, lethal spell and mighty spell. No, I can't do that. I'll do lethal spell, and then I only have 1, so I will increase the spell power by 1, just for giggles. But other than that, I'm just rolling 2d6.
Well, the spell power isn't. There's no spell power to it.
I understand.
Just for
Well, I had triple sixes, so that was cool.
So here's the cool thing that I'm gonna do with triple sixes, because I'm gonna steal Wheaton's thunder with this one. Because triple sixes are hard. It's like a nat 20, only harder. Because you have 3 dice to contend with and not 1. So what you're going to do is you are going to push Grimwolf out of the way. Say, you got this. Take your quill, which is your spell focus, right?
Yep.
You take your quill and you walk right up. I mean, you push Grimwolf out of the way and you walk right up to the goddamn stupid things. All little token things. You walk right up to the boar. Take the tip of your quill and point it right at his snout. And just focus all the energy you can through this small little writing utensil. And watch as the energy builds and you blow the tip of his snout off. And just the sheer damage, the boar sinks down to his knees and then into the water.
I'm gonna heave and breathe a little bit. I'm gonna pat Grummuff on the shoulder.
Okay, well, I think we found dinner. So what do you say? You want to help me carve this thing up and then head back to the prearranged meeting place with the rest of the party?
I'm just nodding, sort of absentmindedly and shakily drinking my my flask as I stare at the boar and the destruction that I have wrought.
Yeah. And as you do, you see the pool slowly begin to turn red around its head.
Okay. So yeah, we'll pull the boar out, gut it, and field dress it, and all that kind of stuff.
All right, make a strength check to drag its ass out of the water.
Would that be just might?
Yeah, you can do might.
Ernest, can you give me a hand?
I think Dan had to go off and take care of a dog.
I'm sorry, I'm back.
He asked if you could give him a hand dragging the boar out.
I'm just gonna nod absentmindedly and drink my my flask, and I guess I'm gonna look at him, look at the boar, and put it up, put it in a pocket, put my quill away, and drag the thing out.
All right, make a might strength to go along with his might strength.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Noise focuses. Bum 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 bum.
All right, I'll say combined. It takes you a little bit of time, but you're able to drag the boar out of the pool. The lower half of its body is covered in mud and muck. And then to field dress it, it is going to be... That is a good question.
Tracking me? Oh, that wouldn't be tracking.
No, it wouldn't be tracking. It wouldn't be a perception thing either. If anything, it would be like
Animal handling?
if anything, it'd be like a dexterity, but there isn't much anything in dexterity, so let's just make a straight dex check to see if you cut yourself. You do not. You do not cut yourself. You slowly begin to field dress the boar, cutting open the stomach area, and pulling out all of the entrails. Cleaning it out pretty good. Are you gonna skin it, or are you gonna leave it as is and drag it this way?
As I'm pulling out the intestines, I'm going to ask Ernest, do you think the healer lady will want these two for any sort of divining?
Ernest has, as he's been dressing it, Ernest has moved over to a tree and is currently leaning against the tree, sitting down and writing in his notebook. And he just sort of says, "Yep, yep, yep. I'm sure. Yep."
Okay,
and he
so
is studiously just going away in his little notebook.
using my shirt, which I imagine is pretty tattered,
Yeah.
I'm going to fashion some sort of bindle to hold all of the entrails, and yeah, I suppose we'll try and skin it.
Okay. Make another dexterity check.
If I did stunt though.
You did stunt, which would fall under RP stunts. Or exploration stunts, maybe, possibly.
Let's see if there's anything good.
Nope, those are all searching things. So RP, what we got? Nope.
I will actually use my stunts for the speedy search and just skin it faster.
Okay.
Which would probably be more sloppy.
Yeah. So you make a quick work of scanning the boar. However, it's not good quick work. It is sloppy quick work. But you do manage to get a good portion of the like the back is fairly intact. And it's a decent size piece of hide. It's probably 2 feet wide at the widest, tapering down to 1.5 feet, and probably 4 feet, 4.5 feet long.
Okay, yeah, we can.
It was a decent sized boar.
Or find some sort of tailor or tanner, something that could make use of that.
All right.
And yeah, whatever strength I have left, I'm going to sling that carcass over my shoulder and get ready to head out.
All right. Make one more might check.
Might. Ugh. I lost a lot of blood. I am feeling very weak.
Not so much slinging as dragging it behind you. Slowly.
And as we're walking back towards wherever we decided we were going to meet, I'm going to ask Ernest not so much his calligraphy, but his drawing prowess.
Drawing sort of raises an eye and says, "My good sir, my art is with words. If you want something to look pretty, go talk to the elf."
Oh.
I sneeze. What?
Yeah. So Leo, Lily, and Gar at this point in time they are probably just now lowering Lily into the chasm because it took them 2 hours to make their rope and it took you guys an hour to find the pool. And as Lily's being lured, she just hears.
It's so chill.
All right, so you guys drag the boar back, and but when you make it back to the meeting point just outside the wood, Gar, Lily, and Leo are all emerging from the wood as well. Well, not emerging from the wood, but walking up from the chasm direction.
So,
what time is it right now?
Right now it is. It's evening. It's getting close to late evening.
Okay. So let's shove a stick up this boar's ass and get it over a fire. And you do not automatically gain your hit points back. So how does that healing work?
Let me look it up real quick.
Wow, you guys look really tattered.
I actually put the healing thing in the gameplay information.
Do you guys want me to heal
okay.
you guys?
So if you can sleep at least 6 hours, you gain 10 plus your constitution plus level in health.
I can bandage you guys up.
I'm just gonna grunt as I'm still sitting there walking and doodling, or not doodling, but writing in my notebook.
Leo's sitting right next to him, like ever so often like glances over at his book and writes down too.
10 plus con.
Nope, it's really bad. He's just trying. He's trying really hard.
Wow.
Brother, you seem to be straining yourself trying to heal him.
No, writing?
He's trying to copy, and he's not doing a very good job of it.
I am, however, as soon as we get back to camp, I'm not gonna be paying much attention until I see that Leo is sort of looking over my shoulder. I'm going to cast. I have four magic points left. I'm going to cast Hands of Fate. Although I fail, which is a bummer.
Yep.
So I'm going to try to cast it, but grunt because I'm too tired from combat. I'm going to shove the book into his hand, and on it I have written a poem.
In common?
Oh, that's right. It's in Dwarven, but he sees your confused face and he rolls his eyes and he takes it back and he takes a few moments to roughly translate.
And what does it roughly translate to?
I actually have it for you. There you go.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
Feels like, wow, this is legit.
Would you like to read that since you're going to translate it for him?
I do, and I'm telling him, Dwarf, make this look pretty.
I mean, elf.
But elf, make this look pretty. And the poem reads as such: to journey with companions on mission fair when worthy, at dusk do we depart with goods illicit and concerning. To gather ingredients for a witch's potent stew, brave crevice and the forest, we gather items for the brew. For justice or for gold, we journey fierce and bold. Out of forest dark and dreary comes a fearsome creature's form, its gruesome tusks to us steering, and charges in an ivory storm. By biting axe and stinging spell, we thrash into the water. The creature's constitution swells, and wounds dealt it cotter. But courage in our party grows against the face of bloody tusks. Spirit gathers into a mighty blow, leaving naught but blood and dust.
Sweet.
So,
Fancy.
I got to hold a rope.
I pull out the rope and like, isn't this good quality rope?
Oh my... I can't even right now.
So I'll try to write that as pretty as possible.
Alright, make a calligraphy check. Yeah, it's...
Okay,
You get 5 stun points, though.
I will do a writing check.
Oh, I got 5 stomachs.
Well,
assist.
the writing check is just to actually creatively write that. It's the calligraphy to make it look pretty.
Oh my god.
He's already...
Isn't RP stun?
Ernest has already done the writing on this.
That's
Let
why I
me
was going
see
to
if I
cast
can
Hands
help
of
him with
Fate
it.
so that I could bump up your result.
There. Ugh, brother. I always have to take care of you.
Like, I didn't want to write it anyways.
So,
And then I go up to Ernest and Grimald, and I have like bandages in hand. Like, do you guys want me to bandage his wounds for you? Or are you just going to sleep it off?
Well, if you're not going to be able to write anything well, I suppose you can make use of yourself.
wow.
Because
And
he's
then
gonna
I'm
he's
like-
gonna watch you like try to calligraphy, and he's gonna be like, "This is trash," and just like ball it up.
Leo knows it's not good, so he crumples it up and throws it in the fire before he can even look. He's like, I don't want to do this. He picks up bandages instead.
And then Lily comes over and just blows it out of the water.
You're like, yeah, I could have done that. Mhm.
Defying
So-
belief.
So you can make a heal action. As previously in the... Jesus, why can't I just do this crap? So it does, you do pass it because I think it's at 11. 11 TN for the healing. I don't recall how much he gets.
It's stunt die times 2 plus my intelligence.
Okay. So 5 plus 2 plus whatever your intelligence
No,
is.
5 times 2 is
Oh.
10 plus 2 my intelligence is 12.
Okay, so 12. Who are you healing? Who are you bandaging up?
I'll handle our bandage.
Grimmelf or
Yeah.
Ernest?
Bandage.
Whoever's more wounded first. Whoever needed it first.
I think
I'll
that's
do it.
Grimmelf.
Yeah, I'll bandage Grimmelf
I
first.
am 11 points away from full health.
Oh.
Are
well
you?
Then,
I assume we're going to be taking at
a
least
6-hour
hours.
rest, yeah.
So I
Well
think-
then that will put you at full health when you wake up in the morning.
Okay.
And then he can do another heal check for Ernest.
I hope I fail. I hope I
What
fail.
was the 6-hour rest or 6 health gain?
A 6-hour rest health gain is 10 plus Constitution plus level.
Oh, neat.
So you guaranteed to get 12 back, and then whatever your Constitution is.
Which I believe is 3. So I will get all my health back, I believe.
On a rest?
Yes.
Okay.
On a rest on the dot, but you feel free, please heal me with that intelligence healing. That is a beautiful 16, and I would feel sad if you wasted that.
Well, that was for Grimmelf. The
Dang
20
it.
is yours, apparently.
Oh!
So 4 times 2, so 8, 10 points.
Oh, it's less. He's feeling a little bitter about the whole thing, and he just heals him. He knows. He knows.
You take a moment and you actually like poke your finger into one of the wounds just to see how bad it is.
I'm like,
Just digging in a little more.
like, trust me, I know what I'm doing.
Scrape. Scrape the
I'm
bone
gonna-
a little bit.
Lightly punch him, lightly in the shoulder. Enough for it to hurt, but not enough to need to make an attack roll.
So a friendly punch. Just make a brawl check.
Oh no, it's a little bit harder than a friendly punch.
Make a brawl check.
He has a friendly punch.
He evades. Because your defense is higher than that.
Well, I told him he's got to be good for something. It might as well be dodging attacks.
All right. So, you guys, you get this boar over this fire, and you rest for the evening in your camp. Morning comes, and you will probably go to the healer's cabin, but it is 9 o'clock. So, do you guys want to continue for like another 15-20 minutes, or call it?
I got time.
I mean, all I did was...
All we did was listen.
That's all they did last week.
I did a healing check.
You did a healing check. We can go for about 20 more minutes. We can actually play with the other half of the group.
Okay. All right. So morning comes, and you awaken, and you've left the boar on the spit, so it smoked a little bit overnight too.
Oh yeah.
Was it delicious?
It was a little tough.
Ugh. Who cooked it? I complain a little.
Were there distinct imprints of my fist anywhere?
Yeah, it can't be tough. He pulverized it.
He only tenderized the face.
Hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we get the face meat.
Yeah, the chips are the best part.
It's a little tough. It was an old crotchety boar. So what are you gonna do with the rest of this boar? Are you gonna like cut it up and bag it up, or leave it sit there?
Cut some jerky strips or something we can do with it.
All right. Make another dexterity check.
Not good.
Ow.
Yeah, not good at all. You go to cut some jerky off the side of this boar, and you end up cutting your finger, taking 2 points of damage.
Wait, we have to roll to cut jerky up the side of a boar?
Yes. He had to roll to skin the damn thing.
Okay, can I try to do that?
You certainly can.
Just a straight up dex, right?
Yep.
Can I take a small bandage?
Oh wow, really? This is so dumb.
Can Can I take 2 small band-aids and just put them over their fingers?
She also cuts her finger. Yes, you can take 2 small band-aids.
Dang it!
So they recover those 2 health points?
Yes, they recover those 2 health points. Gar steps up.
He's
And
like, guys.
guys, seriously, how hard is this? And he's able to cut off about 5 to 6 pounds of jerky, like strips.
All I'm doing is glaring at him the whole time.
And there is still a whole lot of boar left to be cut.
Is the tusk valuable in any way? You can sell it.
There are actually 4 tusks on this boar.
How much of them, though, were obliterated with the Hadouken that Ernest placed on it?
You did blow off the snout, so there's 2 larger tusks in the back and 2 smaller tusks pointing forward. You blew off the 2 smaller tusks, but the 2 larger tusks are still fairly intact.
We can use these tusks.
I didn't blow them off. I disintegrated them.
Yeah. So
Indeed.
if I wanted to try to get this tusk, what would I roll?
We'll do a nature. Well, no, because it's intelligence, and intelligence really isn't gonna do another dexterity check.
Okay. Out. I
You
take a
hack.
band-aid.
You hack at one of the tusks.
Am I doing it right?
Hacking at the meat around it, and you don't understand why you can't get this tusk off. No, you didn't roll any ones, so you didn't cut yourself.
Sister, am I doing it right?
Let me see.
Alright, yeah. Lily comes in and she takes her knife or whatever it is she has and cuts around the tusk and able to snap the bone off for one of them.
Cool. So.
And it's about 14 inches long.
Wow.
It was a giant ass boar.
I was gonna make this to a nice necklace, but it's too big. But I'll take it. I'll take one. Does anyone want the other one?
If I take I don't have daggers as my I suggest that Grimwolf take it and use it as a dagger. Actually, is it big enough for me to use as a stave?
No, but if you took the time to craft, you have crafting, right?
I have smithing.
Smithing. Okay, if anybody takes time to craft it, they can craft it into a really nice ivory pen.
Ooh.
Oh, love you.
Where is crafting? Oh, index. I do not have that as a thing.
I have calligraphy. I mean, how hard can it be?
I mean, we've seen you.
I can craft.
We've seen you try to write calligraphy. It can be very hard.
I will take the other. How big is the tusk? Because I will take it.
They're both about 14 inches long.
14 inches. That's about 2 feet. Interestingly enough, this is big enough as a walking stick for me.
It's like
Oh,
1
Jesus,
feet.
it's a cane.
14 inches is like a foot, not 2 feet.
Oh, you're right. That's a foot and some change. Yeah, that's not big enough. It's a quarter of the size of me.
You can make a shoehorn.
It's true. I thought, for some reason, I thought a foot was 7 inches. I don't know why. Don't ask me why.
Because you're a dwarf. And your foot is literally 7 inches.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. It's true. True. Humans using 12 inches. Why does that make any sense?
Grimwolf nods in agreement.
Yeah.
So who's going to take the other tusk off?
Oh, do I need to take it off?
Yeah. It's a dex
I
check.
thought somebody already took it off.
No, she took off 1.
What's the check?
Dex.
Oh, that is not bad. Is it just straight dex?
Straight dex. Nope. you go to hack off the husk, and you just like cut around it, and nothing seems to happen.
Can I take
Hey.
20? Can I quote unquote take
No,
20?
you can't take 20.
Thanks, Gar.
Gar takes it off.
You're
Wow.
welcome, as I nudged him to do so.
Gar actually takes the time to precision remove this tusk, so it has a very nice smooth edge on it.
I'm gonna get all puffed up and be like, I killed this, you know.
Did you
I'm
regale?
very jealous of you.
Did you regale the group with how you killed it?
No, I wrote a poem about it.
Okay.
Probably that night when we were eating, we probably told the tale.
Yeah, he told you the poem, but I don't know if the poem gave the actual kill shot enough justice.
As we ate, I will retell the tale in harrowing detail about how Grimulf threw himself to defend his comrade, casting aside his axe in a manner of bravery, wrestling the boar to the water, and how even when things looked bleak, he made his last stand until finally the energies of the universe decided against the boar, and a blast from the quill obliterated its snout.
While he's telling a story, I want to try to craft that tusk, the pristine one, into a quill.
Okay. You take the pristine tusk. You probably haven't given it back to him. And with the 11 crafting, you get a very solid start on carving the tusk down to look like what you think a pen should look like. It's not complete by any means. It'll take several attempts to do. But you do get a good start.
After he tells that story, I just show them how to make twine. This is what we did. See? First you do this over this, and this go under, around.
Hey, you guys got a rope out of that nobody thought, we've got to go in the castle, let's buy a rope.
You gonna make a rope?
So yes, morning comes. You carve off some of the boar meat. Take it with you. You got I think I said 5 to 6 pounds of boar jerky. You have the tusks now, and you begin to make your way towards the healer's hut. And you find your way there. And you are maybe surprised, maybe not surprised, to see Martin still tied up where you left him. It's been like 5 days now. He doesn't look so good.
Does it look like he's eaten?
Does it look like what?
Has he eaten? Or, like, has it been fed?
No, he's still tied up. He's just laying there.
I kind of, like, nudge him. Is he alive?
You hear a little...
Ugh.
Water.
Oh, what was that? I can't hear you.
Water.
Should we spare him, guys?
I'll go over to him and I'll say, how many inches are in a foot?
Roll for intelligence.
Water.
Yeah, alright, fine. I'm gonna roll my eye and begrudgingly take some of the water skin and gently gift some to him.
He is still tied up, so you're gonna hold it for him to drink?
Yeah, I'm going to
Okay.
bring up the water skin and gently have him drink.
He drinks from the water skin quite greedily, and then coughs and sputters because it went down the wrong pipe.
Oh, that's right. Hit the keg of beer. His keg of beer is still there, isn't it?
But he couldn't drink it because he's still tied up.
I retract my previous statement. I don't give him water from my water skin. I give him beer.
Okay. He same thing. He drinks it greedily and then coughs and sputters because he went down the wrong pipe.
I'm gonna pat him lightly on the shoulder and replace the mug on top of the cask.
And leave him tied up there.
And leave, yeah, for right now.
All right, you guys go into the healer woman's hut. It is probably like noonish by the time you get there. And she's still sitting, or not still sitting, but she's again sitting where she was sitting the last time you were here. And she looks up and says, I guess those herbs were harder to find than I thought. Because you've been gone for like, a week or so.
Yeah, they were interesting. At any rate, I'll take my jar and just poke.
Alright, so you take your jar and fill it with berries and plop it down in front of her. Yes, this is plenty of berries. And she reaches out for it with her long, skeletal-like fingers and grasps the jar and pulls it towards her.
I hand her
Remolf is going
the.
to smile and nod at Ernest. Like, yeah, we did a good job.
I'm gonna smile and nod back.
You hand her the vines you gathered.
Yep.
the whole 12, what was it, 14 inches?
A foot worth? Yes, a foot worth.
At least a foot.
So 12 inches. 12-ish inches.
You mean
You
7
place-
inches?
You you place about 12 inches of vine on the on her table in front of her. She looks at it.
Dang it!
This is not nearly enough for what I need, but it'll have to do. So she pulls all the vine over and begins picking the leaves off it one by one. And she gets about a half a dozen leaves and looks at the paltry amount of leaves in her hand. Says, she and then looks up at you and counts 1, 2, 3, 4. No,
Should grab more.
this will simply not be enough. I can make 4 potions from this.
No, we only need 1.
I was like, they only need one.
Well,
She
we'll
chuckles.
take all 4.
She chuckles a little bit. Nobody asked what you had to do afterward.
Ugh. How long will it take me to go back to get more?
I mean, it's gonna be like another day to
Dang
get
it.
more of these fucking vines. Get more of these
Hey,
leaves.
if you want to go out with Gar and your brother again, we can chill here. That's fine. We got.
Okay, we can leave the lady to die or whatever, the old lady.
So anyways, she explains that nobody asked what you had to do afterwards, and she says, the woman lies between the brink of death and life. Somebody with a loved one must go into purgatory and retrieve her.
So 4
The-
people can. Are those potions?
The potions I make will put your body into a state of near death.
Oh.
And the
But it
other...
only applies to those that have a loved one, correct?
Well, the way she explained it is she can make 4 potions, so at least one of the people that goes has to be somebody that this person you're trying to retrieve knows.
Oh.
And she continues on that, and then the berries will be used to revive your bodies once I can brew that. So you'll have to take a potion to put your body into a state of near death, and then somebody will have to feed you a potion at some point before you actually die.
Oh. Okay. Well, this works out.
Any questions?
I mean, 4 is perfect.
Any questions?
So, all right, yes, a
How
couple.
long are they in this limbo stasis thing before they die?
It depends on the potency of the potion, but given what I have here, 5 hours.
Generally, on average, how long does one need to be in purgatory for?
It depends on if they can find the individual.
So what you're saying is we have to travel all the way back to Troyes. We have to take the father, let's say, give him a potion, and then 3 of us get to follow with him into magical death dreamland. Then 2 of us are going to stay out and monitor the situation, and then feed them berry potions if it looks like they're going to die.
Yes.
Right.
Right.
You brew, we'll draw straws.
Well, I was pretty.
Do you?
You do understand that not all of us are going, because we need to bring one of her loved ones that would recognize them to her.
There's 4 potions. So we would like the father, because the son is
Yeah.
Well, special.
We know.
Special. Is that the word?
At this point, he's the the token human to me. I mean, I expect most humans are like that. The father seemed a little bit brighter. So we'll probably bring the father, and then 3 of us. I'm gonna guess at least somebody that can hit things hard. Grimulf or Gar. And then maybe 2 people that can hit things hard, and then either the elf that can draw well, or the elf that thinks he can draw well.
Or the elf that can heal should go out. Or stay. Stabilize.
Them fighting words, boy.
No, I think that would be smarter if Leo stayed and monitored the individuals that are going to be succumb near death.
If your brother lets me die, we're gonna have words in the afterlife.
So as you guys are discussing this, the
I would
old
think
woman.
that the 3 that would be going would be me, Gar, and Grimwolf.
All right, as you are discussing this, the old woman begins brewing a potion of the leaves and some other ingredients, and then another with the berries and some other ingredients that she happened to actually have. And as she's doing this, she looks over her shoulder and says, "You should know that if any of you be magic users, your abilities will be nothing in this world."
Well, that just defaulted to who's gonna stay out of it.
Yep. There we go.
Darn, I was gonna do something to you guys.
However, think of it like, as the young rude dwarf mentioned, like a dream state. If you die in your dream, you will die in this world as well.
Well, I could go. It's not like it could kill me, or something else is already gonna kill me anyway, so... At this point, it's only helping it along.
So that gives you something to think about. You need somebody who can help with wound management. And possibly some hitters. I mean, I know what I know what might happen. You don't.
Wait, so it's not.
We have time to discuss it.
Yeah.
It's not really to heal like a spell because I'm bandaging them.
No. Your intelligence healing check is straight up. I am bandaging you. You're a triage medic in like whatever war zone you want to be in.
Oh, I see.
So, Ernest's healing is.
Yeah, mine's useless.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not, but in that instance, it would be.
If you die in the dream, You die in real life.
Oh my god, it's Nightmare on Elm Street!
While she is brewing the potion, Grimulf is going to ask if she is a Haruspex.
If she's a what?
A Haruspex. That is one that is trained in studying the entrails of deceased animals for divination purposes.
She looks at you and thinks for a moment, wondering, like, the look on her face is like, She says, I have been known to dabble at times.
And Grimulf is going to say, good, because I got this shirt full of pig intestines that is starting to get ripe.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
There a receptacle or something I can put these in?
She thinks for a moment and says, well, at this time I don't need to look into the future. Perhaps Martin is hungry.
That is a brilliant idea, ma'am. Trot outside and
Oh my god.
try feeding Martin.
You're just gonna leave the pig intestines right there. Oh man, poor Martin.
Is this worse than death? I don't know.
So while she's brewing, I'm gonna take a look at what my Lily had written as far as drafting up the poem,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna give her a gruff nod, and only the words "not bad."
Really? Really? Your standards are, oh my goodness. I'm
For
gonna keep this for myself.
Ah, jeez.
And I'll take it from her. I'll take a look at it, and I'll kind of shoo her away. And says, "When we get back to town, we're selling this, and if somebody wants to buy it, you're making more."
Yeah, about that.
Wow. Alright, so, you have the information you need. In the very near future, you will have your potions. This is where we will call it tonight. And then next week we will pick up with all that fun shit.
Our last session before Gobble Gobble Day.
Oh yes, it is, isn't it?
Yes, it's the Monday before.
Interesting.
And then a wild turkey comes into the dream world.
Are you gonna make a Thanksgiving theme? What? Why does it say turkeys
no.
in
And
here?
then the green pumpkin appears.
I am
Is
not.
that Mayflower?
I am not making a Thanksgiving themed game for you guys. Sorry.
An elevator door opens and gravy pours out.
Oh Jesus. But, although we do fall right after Christmas too, on the 26th.
Just remember what happened to the last Christmas-themed dungeon that you sent us to.
Kringle crush you to death.
No,
Was it Killer Santa?
No, it was a killer.
it was snowmen and
was
nutcrackers.
Reindeer elves, or the reindeer. You know Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the that beloved Christmas special.
Oh, yeah. It was Simon or the Sam or whatever the dentist,
Yeah.
the guy who wants to be a dentist.
Yeah, it was Santa's elves, nutcrackers, snowmen, and at the very end there was a nexus of portals where what's his name?
Krampus.
Krampus was. Except the unfortunate thing for Krampus was that we had a monk on our team
Jesus Christ.
that could stun, and we burned his legendary resistances. Or he didn't have legendary resistances.
No,
one of the two.
he had layer actions though, but didn't. No, he
It
didn't have
didn't
layer
matter.
action. But he had some really good stuff. But they kept him stunned the entire fucking time.
Yep. Bard plus lore, or monk plus lore bard means that he fails any save that we want him to.
Yeah.
And we stun locked him for 2 rounds, and then beat the crap out of him.
Yep. Assholes. Now I'm gonna stop recording. That's gonna be all. That's all.